right, guys, what do we think about this stuff? Ooh, colors. Love, 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 love. Okay, so sneak peek of things that are going to be releasing. Obviously, these don't have any designs on them yet, but I'm thinking we're gonna do a lightweight zip up in gray and in black. And you guys have already seen the hats. And I like these colors for the springtime. This is a nice like peach color. It's pretty vibrant, I like it. And then this is a heather black, and this is a ocean blue. I have really cute designs ready for all of them. So all that we need to do is get an updated website and finalize the designs, and then we'll be ready to launch. I'll keep you guys updated on merchandise and timeline for that. We are expanding the Grind and Be Grateful line, and I'm super excited for that. Definitely something I've talked about it like a few videos ago that I want to continue expanding and building upon and make it something bigger than myself, and make it something that people don't just buy because like my name is associated with it, which like y'all are awesome. Everyone watching my video, I would love it if you purchase something, but I also want people who don't even know who I am to want to buy them. So that's kind of the goal. I love this blue color. Anyways, enough about the apparel. I would love some feedback though if you have any opinions about the colors or items. I'm especially curious about this color, whether or not you like it or would wear it. It's more of like a orange than like a peach like I thought it was gonna be. So if you like it, we'll keep it. If you don't, then I'm gonna look for a different color and we can go from there. I'm super excited about the designs we have in the works, and we're making an updated website. We're gonna have more inventory, so hopefully like instead of doing a pre-order, we'll be able to hold on to some inventory and we'll regularly be able to drop new items. Really excited about that. But the actual purpose of the video, welcome to the video, guys. I don't think I said hello yet, but welcome to the video. The real topic for today's video is weight fluctuations and the reasons behind them. I think this is important because especially like my audience is predominantly female, especially as females, we tend to attach far too much emotion to the number on the scale. So if our weight is up, our mood is down. If our weight is down, our mood is up. And it's just like this roller coaster of emotions based on what the number on the scale is. And that's just like, that's silly because all the scale is telling you is your like relationship with gravity and how like forcefully you're being pulled to the earth. So attaching so much emotion to it or letting it make or break like how your day is gonna go and how your attitude is not cool. So I think it's important to explain why our weight fluctuates so much and the reasons behind it, because then you can look at it a lot more objectively and you don't have to attach emotions to it. You don't need to have an emotional reaction to it if you know the causes, if that makes sense. Episode 1, a lot of you commented your goal was weight related or body fat related or physique related in some way. So you're probably gonna be weighing yourself and you're probably gonna be gauging your progress, at least in part, by what your weight is doing. So I don't want us to be looking at our weight in an emotional mindset. And it's really easy to do. I've 100% been there, like I totally get it. But I also am now on the other side where I can be a little bit more objective. The other day, I weighed myself and my weight was up. I'm supposed to be losing weight so I can get into the proper weight class for my powerlifting meet. So I'm supposed to be losing weight at like a fairly aggressive pace. So the fact that my weight was up at first, I was like, what the hell? Like I had that initial emotional reaction and then I was like, okay, wait a second. You know why this happened. Like, let's think about it. What were the causes? Like, do we actually need to be concerned and make changes to the plan? Or are there valid reasons why this is just a fluctuation and you're not truly stalled? So I thought about it and I was like, okay, well, I had salty popcorn before bed, I didn't drink enough water yesterday, and I didn't train, like I didn't lift yesterday. And those are 3 very valid reasons why my weight could have fluctuated. So it's like, okay, it's probably just that, and we're gonna like see tomorrow if it's still up. I'm gonna I lift today, I'm gonna drink all my water, I'm gonna watch my sodium, and tomorrow if it's still up, then I email my coach and let him know. So by doing that and kind of dissecting why my weight could have been up, I was able to totally detach the emotions from it. I still went about my day, had a great day. My mindset was totally fine. I'm gonna go into more detail for those causes. There are more causes than what I just listed, so we're gonna go through all of them. So number 1 is going to be hormones. As females, we obviously have very big hormone fluctuations throughout the month, based on around our menstrual cycle and ovulation and all that fun stuff. Typically, a lot of people will see 1 to 5 pounds of weight gain before their cycle comes. So the week before your period, you might see up to 5 pounds of weight gain, but it's not fat gain unless you're really giving in to your PMS cravings and just eating bars of chocolate for every meal or something. But typically it is just water retention caused by hormonal fluctuations. So keep that in mind. If it really bothers you, you can take something like Midol, which has a mild diuretic in it, I think. But it'll just know that it'll go away once your period comes and you kind of get back to baseline. So that's one reason, is your hormones. Another reason is sodium intake. If you are not used to eating a ton of sodium, or even if you eat a moderate amount every day and then one day you eat a ton of sodium, so if you have really salty popcorn or you go out for a really salty meal, fast food has a ton of sodium, stuff like that. If you have a lot of sodium one day, you're gonna retain water because your body has, if the sodium levels go up, the water levels have to go up to keep that balance and ratio in a safe range. So that's another reason why your weight might fluctuate if you eat a ton of sodium. The way to make that go away is just to return back to your regular diet the next day, drink a ton of water. That'll kind of flush things out and get you back to normal. You can also be sure to sweat a lot, have a really wear a bunch of layers for your workout or sit in the sauna or something. I'm not saying that doing those things is gonna make you lose true weight, but if you're holding water, sweating it out really is effective. So kind of tied in with sodium is your water intake. Actually, if you don't drink enough water, you're going to hold water and your weight will be up. So as long as you're drinking a lot of water consistently, you're gonna be good. But let's say I drink a gallon of water every day and then all of a sudden one day I only drink half a gallon. The next day I will probably actually be retaining water, because the next day my body's gonna be well, what if she doesn't give us enough water today? We have to hold on to all of this and make sure that we can survive on less water. So if you keep your water intake consistently high, you will just continue cycling through it and flushing it out and you'll be good. But if you are dehydrated, you will hold water. Another reason is your workouts. If you're training really hard one day, you're probably gonna retain water. First of all, training hard, especially if you're lifting, causes muscle damage, which is also technically inflammation, and water needs to be in your cells in order to tackle that inflammation and rebuild your muscles, which is how they grow, by the way. You have to damage them and rebuild them and they come back stronger and larger. So if you're training really hard, you're going to be holding water in your muscles. You will also be holding more water in your muscles if, this is the next reason, I think we're on 4 or 5, I think we're on 4. Your carbohydrate intake. So if you are typically eating low or moderate carbs and then one day you eat a ton of carbs, you're going to retain water, because for every gram of glycogen in your muscles, you're going to store 3 grams of water. Glycogen is what carbohydrates break down to, essentially. That's how they're stored in your muscles. So once you digest your carbs, as long as you have space in your muscles to store them, they will be stored in your muscles and water sticks to them. Think of carbs as a sponge, and as long as you have like dry sponges, water will go into it and fill up the sponges. So you'll just retain water, your muscles will be fuller, and it'll actually make you look very nice and like full. Your muscle bellies will be nice and round, pushing against your skin, and it's like, that's how you want to look when you step on stage for bodybuilding competition. You want your muscles to be really full. So when you're full, you're going to weigh more than when you're depleted, which is when there isn't a lot of glycogen in your muscles and therefore not a lot of water in your muscles. So it's not that you're actually like leaner or less lean, like higher body fat, it's that you have more or less glycogen and therefore more or less water inside of your actual muscles. So as you can tell, there are a ton of reasons why your weight might be up or down one day or another, and at the end of the day, it's not that serious. There is usually a valid explanation. You know in your heart, in your mind, if you've been sticking to your plan, if you should really be making progress. And if you have been sticking to your plan, then trust the process, because change really does take time, especially when it comes to like your physique and seeing changes from your diet and exercise regimen. That can take a really long time. So stick with it. As long as the trend is still generally downward, you're on the right track and you're doing a good job. I'm happy to make these shorter, more informational videos, as well as putting the info into vlogs. I like putting info in my vlogs so they still provide value, aside from just like showing you my workouts and stuff. But I also think it's a good idea to have shorter videos that are just very topic based, so you guys can easily find them, so other people, when they're searching for this information, can easily find them. And yeah, so that is going to already conclude this video. I wanted to hang out with you guys longer today, but I was super busy. Andrew and I were just like running errands, working on some business projects we've got going on, and doing stuff around town. So coming up is going to be a full day of eating this week. Also filming an apartment tour, which has been requested a few times. It's like 600 square feet, so it shouldn't be a super long video. But that is going to conclude this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments below. Also, I would love to hear your opinion. Like, here's the debate in my head, is that I was already planning on making a Facebook group for the people that purchase the program that I'm coming out with. It's a 6-week training program. It's called Sculpted Strong. This is the cover. It's been done for a while now, but I'm just waiting on my ebook designer to finalize the actual contents, and then also for my new website to be done. So that's been taking a while. But yeah, so I was thinking I was gonna do a Facebook group just for that, like an exclusive one for people that bought it, and that will have a lot of like support for those who are doing the program. So I'm not sure if it would be too much to have 2 different Facebook groups, or if it would be too much to have just everything in one Facebook group, because that could be a little confusing. Let me know what you think. I am very interested in your feedback. Like, I genuinely want you to let me know what you think about those 2 options, 1 Facebook group or 2. And yeah, that is gonna conclude this video. My outros are just like always rambly. I'm sorry, I just word vomit on you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and I love you. Bye.